today is the day. Today's the day I think the XS 400 is done. Actually, it's running pretty good now. It's got insurance on it. I'd got to go get a plate. But today's like the last step to make it as scramblery as possible. And that is taking the low slung exhaust off and building a custom high mount exhaust using this kit from TC Bros. The kit from TC Bros is for XS 650s. They're the same diameter pipe, but I don't know if they like mount differently or not. So we might have to like use a little bit of the pipe from here back, weld it together. I don't know. I was gonna try and do this all myself with my crappy Harbor Freight equivalent MIG welder, or I should say flux core MIG welder. And my buddy Devin, who built the sissy bar for this, and I kind of got him involved a little bit. He's like, why don't you just bring it by? We'll do all the cutting and welding at my place. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Seeing as it is going to have different exhaust, and this thing does seem to start pretty good now. Obviously, we have to do a little sound check. For as much of a piece of garbage as Skillet is, this does look cool. I came kind of embarrassingly close to forgetting the exhaust. Can I vlog in your garage?
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's a good sign.
Oh, that's been off a lot. So, as suspected, this XS 650 bit, it just doesn't fit in here, but the headers are in good enough shape that we can just cut this end off and use the original stuff and weld new pipe onto it. I kind of knew something like that was coming. If it doesn't work, whatever.
Whatever.
We've decided that our the most appropriate course of action isn't to do too much planning. It's just to make some cuts, start tacking stuff together, see where it all lands, and then just kind of like form it from there. Otherwise, you just end up in decision paralysis. Right, so this is the current state of the, right now, completed XS 400 Scrambler exhaust. I have to say, this turned out pretty dang good for me and Devin's first attempt on an exhaust, along with the amount of thought, effort, and time that we put into it. Start to finish, we were done this in like probably 4-5 hours of effort, like cutting, thinking about where we want to put stuff, and welding it all together, and then dealing with the issues that arose. I when we left, this was probably closer to here. I made a small modification. You can see how different my welds are compared to what Devin was doing with his TIG welder to get this to come down so it doesn't burn my leg as I'm sitting. And doing that, seeing what the welds sort of look like, has sort of opened the floodgates for me wanting to change maybe a couple other things, which has led to wanting to try a couple other things and maybe put a little bit more time and effort into how everything's gonna like flow and work together with worse welds. So that's what I'm about to do now. Version 1 and 2 right now aren't even going to get ridden because right now it does kind of still come out maybe a little bit too far. I could live with this if this worked a little better, but as I'm kicking the bike, I can feel myself hitting the pipes. I know it's gonna burn me. Yeah, I'm gonna change some more stuff. I'm gonna basically change mostly this pipe the whole way. This one's gonna kind of probably stay to like here-ish. I'm gonna try and get it a little tighter in here. Worse welds. Can't stop tinkering, constantly tinkering. Okay, so I wanna start modifying this pipe that crosses over the frame. Right now, the routing has it come out and above. What I wanna do is, I think I wanna recut this section, have it come down like this, and then have a piece come up through here like all the really custom exhausts that you see on bike EXIF. So this one is gonna have to make this work some way or another with a bunch of cuts. I kind of just have to like start cutting stuff and seeing where it all lands. Okay, back to a non-functional exhaust. Everything is cut up again, but it does give me the opportunity to get this piece in through here. It just kind of allows that to look, doesn't that look way cooler? Yeah. So I'm gonna tack this on here so that it's clearing everything. I've got that marked already. And then it's gonna have to be cut here as well to get another bend in. I'm just gonna try and keep it tight to the motor. Hopefully it doesn't hit the spark plug or anything. Just kind of take a little more time, put a lot more thought into this and do way worse welds. I could sit here and try and show you every step of the way, but it's basically just like a cut, glue. It's like a metal puzzle. I'll just show you. I'll show you after I make some like decent progress. The most tedious part of this is kind of take both pipes off to get like the more intricate one out. But it's part of the fun. So I got a little excited and just kind of finished this whole thing, but all the excitement's basically done after this point anyway. As you can see, I did run this, get a little bit of heat into it. There's some cool blue and purple in the pipes now, and wow, it's really showing off my welds, wow, prominently. Anyway, from this point back, which is where we were, was just basically these, like a little bend here, but basically straight pipes back into the mufflers where they just kind of get installed onto the same bracket that was there before. That just happened to work out really good. There is now significantly more clearance here for my legs while riding, and also the kickstart lever goes in and out and it doesn't foul on the pipes at all. So I'm pretty excited about that. You'll have to excuse just how much I left out of this video. Watching fabrication projects is kind of like, it's like really satisfying and really entertaining, but actually fabricating, like doing the work and trying to video it is, well, it's just kind of monotonous, and there's just so much of the same thing happening as you go. It's really fun to watch it in sped up form, but when you're doing it yourself, it's like, is this ever going to end? And yes, it does eventually end. And really, I'm super happy with the end product here. I didn't shoot it very good. I apologize for that. Honestly, I don't think I would have wanted this to turn out much nicer for just how much of a beater bike this is. I think these welds kind of fit its personality and character really well, but I am toying around with the idea of throwing some header or pipe wrap on there, kind of just as a way to protect my leg, just as like an insurance policy on my legs, even though I do have some heat shields on the way. I gotta say though, I am pretty hyped that I made the decision to make this change. So cool. And for 99 bucks, like $99, you order these pipes, weld it together, and you just feel so cool once it's done. Okay, I imagine you're interested in wanting to know how it sounds. I will have to say, it doesn't sound really any different than what it sounded before, but it looks a lot cooler, and it'll burn your leg now. I will say, if you're considering doing this and you're nervous that you only have like a flux core welder, this steel took to the flux core welder really well. Like, it was very forgiving. So maybe because it's impossible to find exhausts for these old bikes, could be worth giving a try. Could be.